care what people think. All right. I feel like it's a common sentiment to care what people think, right? And to an extent, it's fine. Like obviously the things you do will affect other people. So caring about what other people think is fine. But I feel like when it gets to the point of obsession is where it becomes dangerous. And again, this is a common sentiment, right? But despite the fact that I know this, it still affects me heavily day by day. I feel like it's one of those things that you just can't apply. It's something that you can think about and you can understand and understand the complexities of it and understand why and whatever. But applying it is a different story, right? Because, for example, something like going to the gym, right? If I understand, yeah, I want to go to the gym, gym is very important, um, and I want to go do that, then you'll go. The act is simply just going. But when it comes to something like that, it's just like you don't notice it till you think about it. If you're someone like me, you don't notice it till you really like take a second and realize, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this thing? Why do I feel a certain way? Why do I feel embarrassed to do something in public? Because you care what other people think, and you care so much that sometimes it supersedes, or I don't know if that's the right word, but sometimes you prioritize it over what you think, and that's where it gets really dangerous. How do you get out of that? Well, it's a conscious effort. It's a painful, conscious effort. It's an uphill battle. I've been trying, especially with recording, because I really want to make more videos on campus. But I always just feel like, I'm a weirdo. And the thing is about feeling like you're a weirdo, you probably are, but that's all right. Or at least we can all be weirdos. We can be weirdos together. But despite that, I still care what people think, and the only way to deal with that is to get out of your comfort zone and experience what it's like to think for yourself. And it's painful. Like I said, it's painful. It's an uphill battle. It feels like shit along the line. Um, and it's something that's really difficult to balance. Because as you know in life, like life is a balance. Drink water, but not too much water. You know, exercise, but don't exercise all the time. Um, it's a balance. It's a balance. And it's a difficult balance, just like all balances. It's a difficult balance. Work-life balance, school-life balance. It's not an easy balance. But it's a balance that's definitely worth the pain and the struggle. And it's a balance that will, and I mean this, it's kind of corny, but it'll generally help you unlock who you are. And I'm being honest, it'll help you unlock who you are, because what do you really want to do? If you keep letting other people decide what you want to do, then you'll never get to experience you. That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar. Anyways, yeah, I just want to make a quick video. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um, Stay blessed. What I be saying? Stay swaggy, stay blessed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.